Iran has today test-fired long-range missiles which defence analysts say could have hit Israel and US bases in the Gulf. The Revolutionary Guards launched the Shahab-3 missiles after last week's disclosure by Tehran that it's building a second uranium enrichment plant. The provocative action was condemned by an already tense international community. Middle East correspondent Ben Knight reports.
These missiles put Iran within striking distance of Israel, Egypt, Saudi Arabia and Turkey. All four countries knew that this test was coming, but it hasn't lessened the impact of seeing the rockets fly.
The medium-range Shahab missiles have test-fired successfully, and the missiles hit their predetermined targets.
These are not yet nuclear-armed missiles, but Israel especially is convinced that they soon will be.
The dilemma has passed over to the Iranians, and it's up to them to decide whether to stop voluntarily and willingly their entire nuclear program and missile testing, or pay the price.
So far, the United States has been able to stop Israel from launching a military strike against Iran. It's something the Jewish state has done before when it believed Syria and Iraq were developing nuclear weapons. This missile test is a message to Israel and to America's Arab allies in the Middle East. If you hit us, we can hit you back. But some analysts say it should not be read as a direct threat.
Iran has very few cards to play here. This is a somewhat impotent show of force. A few puny rockets, maybe a medium-range missile test tomorrow. But they don't have a nuclear weapon. They're 2 to 5 years away from it.
This Thursday, Iran will meet with the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council, as well as Germany, for talks. But Iran's president seems to have been doing almost everything possible to provoke the West before those talks begin. Among Western powers, patience is clearly running out.
There hasn't been any real dialogue so far. We meet them all the time, but the heart of the problem is not being discussed. I hope it will be on the agenda from October the 1st. Not only on the agenda, but with answers given to the IAEA, which keep on asking for clarifications, which it never gets.
So far, Russia and China have been resisting the idea of punishing Iran with sanctions, but that may be shifting.
Western allies are firm. They've got Iran isolated. They have Russia with them. If you have Russia, good chance you can get China. So I expect before the end of the year, there'll be a new UN sanctions resolution. There'll be new European and US sanctions imposed. I think the squeeze is on.
The question is how long Israel will wait for that to succeed before deciding to go ahead with a military attack on Iran. Ben Knight, Lateline.